Hey guys, it's Troy here with some Mario Kart Wii Countdown Races on both regular tracks and custom tracks. If you guys have not heard of Countdown, check out my video description where I'll have links to previous Countdown videos I've made, and that will explain the game mode, because I don't want to have to explain the Countdown game mode every single time I make a video featuring this game mode. So here we go. My opinion about Countdown is I think it's really cool how it makes items so important. Like, obviously items are already the most one of the most important parts of the race for Mario Kart Wii. They're a huge part of the game, and in Countdown they're even more important, which I think is really cool because it's all about hitting people, and that makes it really action-packed in general. Like, for example, it's like there's a lot of different strategies with items in Mario Kart Wii, and I think Countdown even adds more strategies to it, especially because this isn't like clan war team play or anything. This is like individual player play, and there's so much strategy with the items on how you want to approach each track, and there's many different ways to do that. Like some races you'll see people just camp out at the boxes for 30 seconds trying to hit as many people as they can before they start driving forward, and then there will be other people who just get these huge breakaways while other people are doing that, and sometimes it works out for them, sometimes it doesn't. You're going to see many examples of these strategies in this video. So right now we're just going to go back to the race, Ghost Valley 2. There's only a minute left. This track has a shortened timer by like a little bit because it would be bad if like people were able to finish the race, because after 9 laps you could actually finish the race, and if you finish the race, then that would cause you automatically get first regardless of your points, and that kind of ruins the whole thing for Countdown, because it's all about how much points you can get, which allows you to race longer. So anyway, when I fired the blue shell, that got me automatically gave me a free point, which was great, and that free point, actually I don't think I would get the point if the person dodged the blue shell, but he obviously didn't dodge it. So that was a triple fake item box, what you saw right there. That's a really good item. However, how I used it was completely unoptimal. I threw them all off the edge. I was trying to throw them all on the boost panel because that would have been really funny to have that boost panel like massively trapped. So that's really cool how the one ramp I happened to go over as the power block strikes. The rest of the race you're on the ground, but I just got really lucky right there. The power block in general, I wonder if everyone is in the air at once when the person uses a POW, do they still get a point for hitting people? That is something I've always wondered. I mean, obviously the blooper automatically hits you even if you're on a boost panel. Like, you'll still get the point for the blooper. But yeah, anyway, 7 was my total score, and I finished in second place. Pretty solid race. The Daisy's the only one racing left, but she ends up not being able to pass me, and I get second place, which was good. I haven't played Countdown in a long time, so I was expecting to do pretty poorly. But I shouldn't speak so quickly because this next race doesn't go as well as the last one, let's just put it that way. So this is a perfect example of the two strategies being played out. Two front-running turtles versus the rest of the pack, just going crazy all over the place. And I was able to convert 3 red shells into 1 point, and then I decided I'm just going to go forward. That was horrible, to be honest. I do manage to hit the guy with a golden. So what happens when you hit someone with a golden is you get a point because you run into them, but you lose your golden, and that's actually a good thing though, because then you get another item, because goldens kind of last a long time and they're not really useful for this mode. This mode is all about items that can hit people. No thundercloud in this mode either, because that would just be just a pain, and nobody likes the thundercloud really. So this is kind of funny. I decide I'm gonna check out Mr. Bean, the creator of the mode, go backwards, try to hit him, but I miss him and end up hitting this other guy. And then this guy, using Daisy, camping out, trying to unload all 3 red shells on me. I end up hitting him because red shells are horrible, just a horrible defense barrier. Yeah, his red shell caused me to have to use my star, and I'm still going after Mr. Bean, but I was never able to hit Mr. Bean in this room. And then before I knew it, I got disconnected, so I wasn't able to keep playing. But yeah, so when you have the bullet, you can hit people, you can get so many points sometimes, and then other times you just get nothing, like right there. So bullet's still a good item for sure. Bullet's really good when everyone's finished the race and you like activate your bullet with 1 second left, and the bullet will continue all the way even past when the time runs out, and it still counts towards where your finishing position is. So that's a really good strategy with the bullet. I got shocked at a really bad spot right there. It was far enough back past the items where if I went backwards it was going to be not worth it, and I was really far away from the next set of item boxes. So just a quick update on the Koopa and the Dry Bones. They still have a massive lead because of their strategy of just front running. However, I doubt they have more than a couple points, so we'll see how it turns out for them in the end. For me, it's going horribly. I was unable to dodge that bomb, causing me to lose my shells and get hit by shells. So I'm going for the strategy of please pull the lightning bolt and then chain it like a bullet or a star. And instead I get a golden, and that's really not going to help me much. In fact, I'm not going to be able to even hit anybody with it. Then I got to go at least 5 seconds right here without hitting an item box. So I'm going to try to implement the same strategies before. However, I get hit by the dude's green shell, which was just really unlucky, and I pulled a bullet. Not the worst thing I could have pulled. Another golden would have been even worse. And I do get 1 point out of it, passing a couple more people. But I was going for the shock for sure. I wanted the shock and then I wanted the bullet. That would have been the ideal strat. I would have been able to pull off like a top 4 position, I'd say, if that would have worked out. But instead, I get 8th, and if you see the Dry Bones and the Koopa, they just got wrecked because this is not a track where you want to front run. Like, it almost never works. And they end up finishing like 5th and 6th or something. Still beat me, for the record. I didn't have a good race. And we are going to finish it off right here on Delfino Island. And Delfino Island is pretty much old school custom track, one of the best old school custom tracks though. And custom tracks in general, some of them work really well for this game mode, especially the flat ones like all the Super Nintendo / GBA ones, but the more complicated ones generally don't work as well because, you know, when there are so many different routes and it's a really wide track, it's kind of hard to hit people. So like Magnetic City is just the worst for Countdown, so you know, it's a blessing and a curse having custom tracks in Countdown. That bomb got really close to hitting me. I pull off the shortcut, and I'm in 2nd place. And now I'm actually going slow on purpose here. I didn't go for the low trick, didn't want to wheelie up that because I'm trying to hit this guy. And I was able to bump him, but I didn't hit him with my greens. One thing I want to mention is I have not been uploading nearly as much as when I was during summer. And I was really hoping that I'd be able to keep the super active upload schedule going. That was horrible throwing back those greens. I don't know what I was thinking. The dude was in a Mega Mushroom. Just ignore me right now. But anyway, so yeah, school though is like, I have this one class where they just assign so much homework, it's ridiculous, and that's like what's taking up so much of my time. If I didn't have that one class, I'd be able to upload so much more, but I've just been really tired. And all that time, like, I'm still doing pretty much all the stuff I could do during the summer, like the fun stuff, but like video editing, making videos takes time and effort and work, and well, all my time, effort, work is put into school, if that makes sense. So I'm still going to try to upload at least once a week though. I think that's manageable, no doubt, because I just went like a week and a half without uploading, and that's something I don't want to do again, because it's like, gotta keep the channel active, like that's important for sure. And with Mario Maker coming out, I'm going to try that game out like I mentioned before. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to go back to the race here. So even though I only have 2 points, like I'm in 1st, and you know, I'm gonna start just throwing items everywhere, throwing traps back, because that's really all I can do at this point. I'm not gonna, like, I'm not a big fan of, like, if I'm in 1st, oh, I'm just gonna break for 10 seconds and get in the middle of the pack. Like, that's just not my style. I'd rather throw stuff back at people and front run. Pretty much when you're doing this, you're kind of playing the game the exact same way you'd play the game on regular racing. The only difference is, I guess, you're just throwing more items because you're not holding on to your traps, because you know it's important to throw them all over the place to potentially get more points. So I never end up tricking off this ramp normally, but I was afraid of that red shell right there, so I end up tricking off it because it's risky to trick off that because you have so much speed and you have to go past the swervy section and all that fun stuff. So I thought I was going to get 1st for sure, even with only 4 points, because everyone was stopped on the minimap. But there's this other Mario who barely edges me out, and you could tell he literally, with 1 second left, passes me because his character was stopped, and then he falls off into the water. So yeah, that was Countdown. Definitely try it out if you have Custom Track GP. If you don't have Custom Track GP, what are you doing? Get Custom Track GP. It's so much fun. And definitely going to be playing some more Mario Kart Custom Tracks in the near future. With that being said, thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys soon. Bye.